The fog came first, thick, colorless, endless, the kind that made headlights useless and your breath feel too close to your face. Snak was behind the wheel of his old truck, knuckles white on the steering wheel, eyes straining at the dark road that looked more like a shadow than asphalt. Beside him, Soljer was half asleep, boots propped on the dashboard, the faint glow of his phone lighting his face. They were supposed to be heading to North Hallow, a small mining town deep in the woods of Maine. A forgotten place, barely marked on maps, but rumor said there was something down there. Something valuable left behind after the mines closed. Snak had heard it from a man in a bar 2 weeks ago. People went down there and didn't come back. But if you're lucky, you'll find the silver veins still bleeding. Soljer had laughed at that. Bleeding silver, sure. Probably just raccoons and rocks. Now, 3 hours past midnight, the GPS had stopped working, and the fog had swallowed everything. The trees along the road were crooked like ribs, their branches reaching over the road, tangling together. Snak slowed the truck to a crawl. "Hey," Soljer said, peering out the window. "You see that?" Ahead, through the mist, a wooden sign appeared. It was old, the paint half peeled off, but the carved letters were still readable. "Welcome to North Hallow. Founded 1882. Population, 0. The number after population had been scratched out. Snak's stomach tightened. "Guess we found it." The truck rolled into the town. The main street was narrow, lined with wooden storefronts that leaned into each other like drunks. Windows were shattered, doors swung loosely in the wind. Every sound echoed, the crunch of gravel, the creak of the truck's brakes, even their breathing. Soljer opened the door and stepped out. The cold hit him immediately. "Smells like wet metal," he muttered. "And something dead." "Yeah," Snak said, climbing out too. "Let's check the main building, get a map, maybe some supplies." They found a general store at the corner, the glass door hanging by a single hinge. Inside, everything was frozen in time, shelves covered in dust, cans rusted through, a calendar on the wall from October 1985. Soljer's flashlight swept across the floor. Footprints, fresh ones. "Someone's been here," he whispered. Snak crouched beside them. Boot prints, small, maybe question mark. A noise stopped him, a click, then a slow drag, like someone pulling a chair across the floor upstairs. Both of them looked up. "There's no wind," Soljer said quietly. "Could be an animal. Could be." They waited. Nothing. Just silence and the low hum of the fog outside pressing against the walls. Then a whisper. It came from the stairwell, too soft to make out words, but it sounded like names. Their names. Snak. Soljer froze. "Tell me that was you." Snak shook his head slowly. "No." The whisper came again, clearer this time. "Snak, Soljer." The air grew colder. Frost formed on the edge of the counter. Snak reached for his flashlight, but it flickered, once, twice, and went out completely. The whisper turned into laughter. Not loud, not echoing, just close. Too close. Soljer grabbed Snak's arm. "We're leaving. Now." They ran back to the truck, breath steaming in the air. When they got in, the windshield was fogged up from the inside. Soljer wiped it with his sleeve and froze. On the glass, written in smeared fingerprints, were the words,